Oh, these two are going to get right to it. We got Ned and Dan, whose names are almost reversed. Ned and Dan.
It's close. It's close. Dan and Ned.
It'd be Dan and Dan.
That's beautiful, man. This is a tale as old as time, though, between these two. Squirtle versus, well, no, I guess I should say back in Smash 4, this man was playing Cloud. No longer the case. This man has swapped the sword out for a couple of Pokeballs, man.
Absolutely. But, like, as players, these two have a lot of history.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what their set count is in this game. I would assume Ned.
I don't think even they know at this point.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this one goes, though.
You got it. Nah. Squirtle's light, but I don't think he was at enough % realistically.
Dan, amongst some of the more top players in Chicago, he's always been the very consistent Chicago player. Will attend most of these attends most ignitions, some tri-points, especially more than now he's UGS. Just very consistent in Chicago, always quite not meeting up to the top level when it comes to going out of state or whatever, but just is very consistent in his own state.
Definitely, man. I mean, he's like the buzz of Chicago, man. He's just always getting top 8 no matter who he has to fight.
Exactly. Like this man really doesn't have downward spirals, and when he does, he gets 5th. Which really says something about his consistency. And then you have a player like Ned, who I wouldn't say went through a character crisis. He went through more of a character
dilemma.
Yeah, not even that. He went through more like a character party. Like he wasn't losing faith in Pokemon Trainer.
Caught sleeping at the ledge there.
Yeah, good move, good down tilt. He just sort of played characters. He whipped out the Chrom for a while, whipped out the Joker, still plays Joker every once in a while. He still has that faith in Pokemon Trainer. He just wanted to see, what's up.
That's actually really good. Sometimes you just have to spread your horizon and make sure that the character you're playing is really right for you.
Exactly. And now, not only does he have one of the best Pokemon trainers in the world.
In the world, yeah. Straight up. Oh, he got, 9th at DreamHack beating ESAM?
Yep. I knew he beat ESAM. I don't know if it was 9th or 13th, but I know he beat ESAM.
It might be 13th. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But great results.
Do you know what it is? Did he get 9th or 13th at DreamHack Atlanta? 9. Okay, it was 9. All right,
confirm it's 9.
All right.
We'll get him next time, Chicago.
So this one, kind of like you expected, very close. I mean, these two know each other very well. You're going to see consistent performance from both of these guys. You're going to see, at most, 5 great games, at the least 3. See if anyone can take a clean sweep in this set.
Yeah, definitely. And when I look at Squirtle versus Mario, they're kind of similar characters. They juggle you, they're fast brain data. Charizard is just going to get hit by Mario a lot. And this is the one where I would say Mario actually struggles the most.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you can say whatever you want about Cape reversing Razor Leaf, but a lot of the times just throwing out Cape that often just really isn't that optimal. I mean, you can do it. It's certainly a counter. It just... Throwing out Cape every time you think Ivysaur is throwing out Razor Leaf from too far away to be able to capitalize, it's there's no point, really.
Yeah, well, Cape is more than just a reflector. It's also a landing tool. It's a gimping tool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a neutral tool, but it's mix-ups.
I could do a bunch of different things. You're right. Ned's sitting at 150 here, but Dan knows he has to be careful.
Oh, my.
He's dead. Oh, no! He held it. He waited on him, and now Dan was able to get that down air.
Yeah, man, that was so brave from Dan to just walk up and start charging up smash like nobody's business. What are you going to do? And what did Ned do? He backed away. He rolled.
You have to be brave in this match. Dan has no other way to take a stock off of Charizard.
Toss.
I like how you call it. Some people don't call it the seismic toss. They just call it up there, and I get really sad. Nice! Lead him with the up smash.
The old seismic forehead.
The seismic noggin, dude.
Actually, though, he busts open brick blocks with that thing. What do you expect, man?
Dude, on the daily. Before you were born.
Actually, yeah. Before probably anyone competing in this tournament was born, which is nutty now that I said out loud.
Exactly. Yeah, isn't that crazy? This man, his head is fortified for the rest of his life. Now, you were talking about how, even this matchup sort of is, and that's sort of truer when it comes to how good... Because I think, against most Squirtles, Mario's going to win most of the time. But Ned might actually have the best Squirtle in the world. I don't think his Pokemon Trainer's the best, but Ned might have just straight up the best Squirtle. Like, he plays this character so optimally. There's a lot that goes into playing a Squirtle.
Jab blocks.
Like, a lot of reads, a lot of jab blocks, a lot of, like, stopping your dash. Ooh, got the up air with Ivysaur. Was able to take game 1 with it.
Yeah, he switched to Ivysaur too. He's like, hold up. You're ready for the Squirtle, but you're not ready for this up air.
All he needed was one move.
I love Pokemon Trainer, man. Like, managing which character to play at the right time. Like, you can mix up your neutral like in a heartbeat, but you also have to be a good enough player to be able to mix up your neutral in a heartbeat. Like, not anyone can just like switch characters in the middle of a match.
Yo, Luke is gone.
Trainer.
Okay. It was just Squirtle hanging out for a while. Okay, now he hard switched to gold.
Oh my, that is the Johto,
Yeah.
Johto Pokemon Trainer.
So an interesting switch after winning with Leaf. Game 1, he's decided to go with with gold.
Little beefy up, be there to attack on 7%. Ain't never hurt anybody. Landing option, I like it.
Listen to this music. This music's bumping, dude. Are you hearing this? This track, I love this track.
I'm gonna say it's from what's that really long story mode in this game that not most people didn't do? World of Light. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that would be what it is. It's the end.
Oh, it's the bonus stage. Right.
It's killer.
World of Light, that's a good music, actually. But I'm not saying anyone should play it because that's like a long mess.
It's there. Xylus played it through like twice. R.I.P. his dead soul.
Well, Xylus is a magicist.
All right, so both these players sitting on 3 stocks at the moment. You got Ned up top though, going against Mario. That can be really dangerous.
Yeah.
Charizard looking like Flygon right now with his color palette.
Hey, good. Yeah, I like it. Oh, just gonna give him the F smash from the middle of the stage. I was actually thinking that neither of these characters are exactly have kill confirms on deck. Well, Dad didn't need it. He's just like F smash right here, right now.
Yep.
Goodbye.
That's all it takes. One hard read, just like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're just like neutral-based players and then they're read-based players, you know? I mean, good players will do both a lot. Because you're only making reads on adaptations, but I wonder what went through Dan's mind as he hit that F smash.
Also, okay, so he immediately went into Ivysaur there to opt for like the safe character, but the thing is, switching to Charizard there is kind of dangerous because most moves will kill, but you're also combo proof now. With Ivysaur, you don't have to worry about that as much. So switching into Charizard could have been really bad for Ned.
I thought his stock was over.
It's I don't know, like on Battlefield you can't always trust it. On a stage like Yoshi's, you hit that optimally, that's gonna kill most of the time. But Battlefield is just not the ceiling's just a bit too high. Platform's not quite high enough, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, still a good combo, good damage.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't count out the damage because now Mario's got enough on Ned to be able to kill with one solid smash attack.
That's kind of like one of Mario's biggest weaknesses, though. It's that if he doesn't get his kill confirms, which are few and far between, he's got to get that smash attack. A bit like Wolf, you know?
Yeah, he actually a lot like Wolf the more you mention it. Definitely different tricks to the trade when it comes to both characters, but your game plan definitely sort of shifts if you have to get into this mode where now he's got to kill Ned at 132 with no kill confirm. He's just got to make a read.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would say
Counter's not going to be able to kill.
Counter's not enough. He's charged. Did you see how close he reached the blast zone?
Yeah, that was great DI from Ned. Good realization, but that back air is going to take it.
Yeah, boots, man. That's enough.
So, okay, now Mario at 113, but Ned can't really afford to switch characters right now, so he's just going to have to wait until he gets Mario far away.
He can't also afford to get grabbed, because if he gets grabbed by Mario at 0%, Dan's going to take this lead. Oh, I honestly thought he was going to convert that up air into a combo.
Okay, so opted to stay with Squirtle here instead of when Mario was going off stage, switching into the safe bet, which is Ivysaur. That's interesting. You have to figure that Ned had confidence in his Squirtle, and he knew that like a one-on-one between a fresh Squirtle and a fresh Mario was going to be pretty good, but that's not what happened. Now he's going to have to resort going back into Ivysaur, taking 34%. Good timing on the recovery.
Dan opting to send him off stage instead of going to juggles.
Do here.
Yeah, it's all frustrating, man, when you're like your opponent's at high percent and then you land a spike on stage and they just bounce off. Nothing combos, no one dies, and you're just...
Especially the high percent, because Ivysaur's got 2 moves that could potentially lead from that, and he was just too high percent.
Yeah. Take him to disguise with that one, though.
All right, so with Squirtle already being at sort of a dangerous percent of 61, he's just going to go with a safe character of Ivysaur right now.
That's the other thing, man. I mean, you can't just switch whenever you want. You have to switch when your opponent, you know, lets you, right? If they're disadvantaged or something, you can make the decision to switch, but you can't just switch in neutral.
Yeah, you have to make a bunch of those mental reads when you're playing Pokemon Trainer. You know, you have to realize what positioning you're in, what character it would be safe to play right now compared to the opponent that you're playing against, what their character kill level is, all of that stuff.
But while we're talking about characters, that's just rolling hard with Ivysaur. It's like, whatever, I'm just going to rack on this percent and get these reads. I mean, he's dominating this neutral right now.
Yeah, Dan has not been able to get a word in edgewise against this Ivysaur. Finally able to land a back air, but it might be too little too late. He's already at 150. Now he's into the killer Charizard, who's taken, I think, 2 stocks this game from Size.
Yeah, he wants to make sure he lives, and he wants to make sure, like, most of Charizard's hits. That'll be it. Was that 3 up throws?
Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure that was 3 up throws. His game plan for most of this set has been pretty cut and dry. Squirtle early. Safe what you need to be safe with Ivysaur, and when Dan gets to like 1 whatever, depending on the stage, Charizard, go for the throw. Because Dan has to get close. Yeah. He has to get close.
It's like day 1 Pokemon Trainer, except it's like year 1, and that's a really good player, so he's... But, like, it doesn't hurt to go back to the basics, man. You rack up some damage with Squirtle, you zone him out, then you go Charizard, you hit him hard, they explode.
Especially when you know the type of person you're going against. He knows how Dan plays. He knows his playstyle. He knows like how he likes to take stocks when your opponent has a high percentage. Ned takes advantage of that. He waits for the up throw.
Dan opting to run it back to Battlefield, though. I understand why. It's one of Mario's best stages. Yeah. And last game, he kind of let that lead slip away. Like, that last stock, Ned just kind of steamrolled him with Ivysaur.
Yo!
It felt like a lot of reads. So.
Okay. That looked a little dangerous for a second. He was able to reverse the withdraw with back air, and then he had to like scramble back on stage.
Yeah, I mean, when Squirtle gets hit out of side B with a move, weird things happen that I'm not good enough at this game to predict. But hey, no one died.
Up tilt's just going to rack up a little more damage. Ned doing pretty much what he's been doing all set, just racking up damage safely with Ivysaur. We're probably going to see this man get to like 130, 120, then he's going to switch into Charizard.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he knew he was dead. Called him out with the falling Nair.
Yeah, he didn't have his jump. Didn't try to air dodge either.
I don't think it would have mattered.
Okay.
That move used to be just absolutely unusable, and then they buffed it a little bit back a couple of patches ago, and now Ned doesn't break it out every once in a while. He will.
Just yeah, I mean, it tacks on some percent. It has combos into it. I think it does decent percent, so it'd be
especially early.
Oh my God, Dan is just like, hold on, not quite enough range on that back air. Now he finds himself at the ledge. Another back air, but Charizard's heavy.
Opting for the down smash. He just one Nair too many from Ned.
Yeah, that was quick. I honestly thought that was like Dr. Mario uppy out of shield with how fast that was.
And it's all good realization when it comes to spacing. Knowing that Ned is sort of in this position where he thinks Nair's going to be safe, backing up just a little bit from it, and then dishing that smash deck out, and all of a sudden Dan's in the lead by just a little bit, but he almost just lost his stock right there.
That LP from Ivysaur is so scary, man. You gotta watch how you DI that thing or you'll lose your stock at 70.
Back air, up air. I like the little combo piece here from Ned. It's a classic. Got the purple coins. It means nothing.
I know it means nothing, but it means he's closer to getting his star.
There you go, man.
Yeah. Okay, they're slowing it down. They're like, hold on. Wow.
You have to like how you go like, and they're slowing it down, and then Dan gets hit with
no, but they did slow it down, and Ned was the one who's like, you know what? I'll do it. I'll run an up smash. What are you going to do?
Exactly. What are you going to do? That's been the #1 question for Dan.
The funny thing is that's kind of Dan's play, to run an up smash.
Yeah.
And Ned just kind of took a page out of Dan's book, and he's like, I'm going to do it with Charizard.
Because in theory, he knows that like Ned doesn't need to do that, and Dan can't afford to do that. So that mix-up of just not expecting Ned to be aggressive is so huge.
Well, yeah, I guess, but they were both at kill percent, honestly. So Dan finding the second stock of Ned's, but at 97%.
Now looking like Ike out here, dude. Throwing out like 5 Nairs in a row, trying to catch Mario slipping.
That Nair safe. Find me a bad Nair in this game. Oh wait, Zelda.
Oh wait, little bad. We go on.
Wait, Lil Mac's Nair is okay. It's frame 2 and breaks combos.
Oh, I don't want to hear this. Shut up. Oh, he's okay. Switched out to Charizard. This has been the deal breaker for Dan. He just has not been able to find a way to take out Charizard at all, and now he's got to try to do it while Charizard's only at 43%. Sits on ledge just a little too long, and that's going to be a 3-0.
Yeah, very confident gameplay from Dan. I mean, it seemed like he always had the lead. He was always commanding the pace of the match. He was just kind of one step ahead of Dan with his reads, his adaptations.
Everything Dan did was fine. Like, it was really good, honestly. It's just, it gets to a certain point where it's like, man, Charizard just hard stuffs everything I tried to do with Mario.
Yeah, but he was doing well with all of the Pokemon. Like, he was, like, stuffing him out.